DD214 Network podcast is for mature audiences only. Any videos, music, or entertainment not originating from DD214 Network is used and covered under Section 107 of the Copyright Act of 1976, also known as fair use. Opinions expressed are our own and do not represent any DoD or U.S. government entities as a whole. This podcast is for entertainment purposes only. Viewer and listener discretion is advised. You are no longer alone now, because we have you.
Oh, shit. Oh, man.
The fuck I'm talking about.
So,
what you got?
Holy shit. So, I just was trying to get us on Rumble. And when I just went on Rumble, I was like, okay, is everything working? And it's like, yeah, it's being pushed through. But the problem is you don't have enough followers, so this broadcast is not airing on Rumble. So we're not on Rumble right now. But
look, another way for the fucking corporations to fucking like make sure that like the little man doesn't get ahead. Surprise.
How many followers do we have on Rumble? Because I thought to go live it required 5 followers.
Yeah, so I had clicked something and it didn't give me that prompt again. It had actually given me the stream key and everything this time. So I set everything up, everything got set up, and then just now it just gave me the prompt as we were. I was like, okay, well, we'll try it again next week.
Fucking technology.
Yeah, I know. How you guys feeling today? How you guys feeling this week? It's
feel like I'm locked out of my own basement, dude. I mean, we can't even go live on Rumble because fucking rules. Apparently, like I don't even.
The anticipation is killing me. Okay,
it's really. See, like, I know you guys know the tech stuff so much better than me, but every time you guys describe a problem to me, I'm like, why in the fuck is that even a problem in the first place? Like, that shouldn't even that problem shouldn't even fucking exist in the equation, and it got like inserted into the fucking equation by like other people, and it's like, so we just can't fucking do math now because the equation's completely fucked, like. Because something somebody else put in there, like
incredible.
I don't know if you can tell now. I'm a little frustrated. That's just.
I mean,
surprise. Jay's frustrated. Surprise.
Me and probably even John. It's frustrating because any other platform we would decide to potentially go to, if we decided, fucking this week that, hey, we want to start doing our podcast live on fucking Kick, which is a new streaming platform. Or a newer streaming platform for gaming, for fucking anything, really. You've heard me and John talk about fucking Kick before.
I used to use
we don't
Kick,
need
actually.
to have.
When I was in the Army, I used Kick, but it was not for gaming. It was for gaming.
Yeah, you're talking about the messaging service KIK. Yeah. Totally different fucking thing. But
not for Jay, it's not. Like
when Kickhead came out, I was telling my wife, I'm going to sign up for Kick, and she was like, "You're going to sign up for what now? Do you know what that is?" I'm like, "It's this new streaming service. What are you talking about?" And then they got a little wild. That place turned into a fucking digital jungle.
I'm just saying, dude.
Which
I'm
they've
just saying.
No, I know exactly because I used it for the same fucking thing, Jay.
Of course you did, you fucking dirty bastard.
You're one to fucking talk.
Cheers, fuckface, cheers.
Oh shit!
No attacking players closer than 1 meter from the wall.
Oh, we drinking? Are we drinking on Super Bowl Sunday together? Look at this shit. Fuck yeah, Joe. Pour that shit. Joe's having a drink on Sunday morning. Look
It
at
is
you.
Super Bowl
Filthy,
Sunday.
filthy bastard.
I
It
gotta
is
ask
Super
you.
Bowl Sunday.
So I gotta ask a couple things. I want to get gaming out the way super quick for a cold open. Did you guys hear what happened with Microsoft? The big leak that happened.
No, no, not at all.
So
Talking about how
Joe
their
prob- Joe
exclusives are
probably
going to
did.
start coming to PlayStation now.
yes. So they were
I
just
did hear
we're
that.
gonna get-
I did hear that. Yes,
yeah,
I
we're
did.
going to start
I heard
getting
that.
like the Bethesda titles, Halo, shit
Yep.
like that's going to be. Well, the Bethesda titles already, for the most part, are on Sony systems
yeah.
from before the merger happened. But
The
like
big title was
Halo,
Starfield.
Forza, shit like that's going to start coming
Gears of
being
War.
ported into.
Yeah, so that was a big thing that happened this week, and I know a lot of my PlayStation friends are super excited to be able to play Starfield soon. If the leak is true, and it seems like it's true, there's a lot. I mean, the Reddits were deleting all the posts about it. Every leak that came out on Reddit about it got deleted, or that person got blocked. This was a big thing that happened, and especially for guys like me who paid $400 for Starfield just to hear. Now it's going to PlayStation. It's just it kind of boggles me because they just surpassed 10 million players a couple months ago, and now it seems like they're dying out. So what are your thoughts on this?
So I've got to ask you first off, because you're one of those lunatics that actually paid the fucking money for the watch and everything. Do
Yeah.
you actually use that fucking watch you paid for?
Keyword.
Hey.
Keyword lunatic. Keyword lunatic. Lunatic.
So I wear it. I wear it all the time. It's plugged in all the time. It works, but the update has no the app is just as good as the game. Once you got it and you're done using it, there ain't nothing else to it, you know. And I mean, we haven't even gotten an update on the weather portion of the watch. So that's a big bummer, you know. So I mean, we're a lot of us, especially like the Starfield community, it's divided. It's very, very divided, you know, unsurprisingly so, you know, and it's just been a big talk. Some people are calling it a slap in the face. I don't think it's a slap in the face. I kind of feel like Microsoft could have been a little more honest, because now it feels like more of a cash grab now than it was to be something special.
It was a fucking cash grab to begin with. I'm sorry, but you know, the whole day of getting collector's items with video games is gone to the wayside. The second they stop doing fucking midnight launches for video games constantly, that's when, you know, the whole spending the extra money for the limited edition where it came with extra shit and all that kind of went to the wind. I mean, I was one of those guys. I spent all the fucking money back in the day on all the different Call of Duty limited editions for launches. I got the fucking RC car. I got the fucking night vision goggles. I got all that shit. But now it's just like
the allure's gone.
I could literally just sit in my own fucking home, buy the fucking game, install it on my PC, and play it right at fucking midnight. And I don't need to go fucking worry about getting a physical copy, waiting for the fucking store to open the next day since midnight releases are no more a thing, you know, shit like that. It's so I'm sorry.
Do you guys know what I do when new video games come out? I don't even fucking play them because I know they're going to fucking disappoint me.
Unless they're on Game Pass. Unless they're day one.
And then if we give it raving reviews, he tries it once it becomes available through Game Pass, and then he tears us apart.
And it sucks.
Good.
I love you, but it sucks. Like, yes. What do you want me to say, dude? What do you want me to say? If a game sucks,
that's the thing.
Sucks, dude.
That's the thing. Starfield, I didn't purchase fucking Starfield. I installed it via Game Pass. And I thought the game fucking sucked.
Hey,
I'm not saying you're not smart, John.
You guys know I've openly, honestly told you how I felt about the game. I still like the game, but it was just a major disappointment. It was just a major disappointment, because another big conversation is, why the fuck have we not gotten our information on the DLC that we paid for in November when the game came out? You know,
all this reminds me of is how fucking quick they abandoned Red Dead 2 Online. All it reminds me of is the shark the shark card fucking like milk from the fucking tit of Grand Theft Auto 5 when Rockstar completely fucking sold out. You know, and just absolutely abandoned the gaming community. They were like the last bastion of a gaming company that like gave a fuck about the fans, and like they completely stopped giving a fuck about the fans. Like this shit is just, it's getting old. It's just getting old. It's just getting fucking old. Okay.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
That's where it really comes back to, the conversations we've had about fucking Nintendo. Nintendo is now officially the last gaming company that's for the fans, by the fans, that actually is releasing quality products on day one.
Agree.
Every other fucking gaming company.
How in the fuck did that happen? With the absolute like power grip that Microsoft and Sony had on the gaming community, like completely through the 2000s and 2010s. How in the fuck did Nintendo ever make a comeback from that? Because the fucking corporations fucking like lost control and lost sight of the fucking like they lost sight of the fucking finish line.
Corporate greed is we're looking at corporate greed in these cases, because here's the thing. Nintendo being a Japanese-owned company. In Japan, corporations are totally different than they are here stateside and shit like that. Yeah, Sony's a Japanese company, but their video game area is more US based than it is Japan. And fucking Sony and Microsoft were battling it out so hard. Nintendo's just in the background like the redheaded fucking stepchild for all these years. And then Nintendo drops the Switch back in 2017, redeems themselves from when they released the Wii U, and now Nintendo's kind of taken over in the last light, the final bastion of true video game glory, because they're the ones that they listen to the fans. They fucking appreciate their fans. Yeah, Nintendo's kind of like Disney in a sense when it comes to like taking content down and copyright striking people and shit like that with certain things. But Nintendo at least listens to their fan base, listens to the community, listens to the users, and tries to do better.
Absolutely.
And release quality on day one. I think the only game in the since the Switch came out, since 2017, when the Switch came out, that was a total fuck up was the last generation of Pokemon games, Violet and Scarlet, when those were released by the Pokemon Company and Nintendo. They were extremely bug ridden, but once Nintendo and the Pokemon Company and Game Freak found out of all those issues, within 2 days of the game releasing, they patched those fucking problems and the game was fixed.
Beautiful.
Wow. So what a surprise. Like somebody does the right thing and it actually fucking works for the consumer. Like I thought, market capitalism was supposed to like breed like competition, and we've got Microsoft and Sony like fighting each other for who can shoot themselves in the dick fucking fastest, while Nintendo just like waits in the sidelines and like takes over once both of them are fucking like bled out and fucking dead.
Nintendo at this point is literally a shadow operative in the fucking just chilling out in the fucking shadows. Like nobody's paying attention to Nintendo because Sony and Microsoft are so at each other's throats. And really what helped Nintendo in that case was the Activision and Blizzard fucking buyout that Microsoft was going through. Because Sony was so concerned about Microsoft monopolizing the video game industry that everybody forgot Nintendo was over here doing their fucking shit and actually concerned and making sure the consumers got what they were paying for.
Yeah. And
what sort of backwards fucking pageantry is that?
Yeah. So, so next, I mean, I hope you guys had a really good.
You asshole! You waited till I took a sip of drink to fucking do that sound.
I love that one.
How's the whiskey? How's the whiskey? You fucking dirty bastard. How's the whiskey?
So this is ginger and whiskey, and then this is just a shot of whiskey.
Very nice.
Fucking delicious.
Nice. So, I mean, I ain't got nothing much for myself this week. I played a couple video games. I'll get to Madden when we go into the Super Bowl.
Ooh.
I played some LA Noire. Super fun. I
remember that game. Are you good at it?
So, I've only done like 3 cases, but the first lady, I completely forgot that she's innocent, and I completely accused that fucking lady of doing all.
Oh yeah, you just like terrorize people in that game.
Yeah,
dude. You
so-
like terrorize people in that game.
So the next, so I mean, but one thing that I'm really excited that I would like to announce that I didn't even tell the guys yet is that we're going to start having some affiliation soon with DD214 Network. One that I'm working on right now is with GovX. So
Okay.
so and Jay's probably thinking, so what is this? What is an affiliation? Affiliation, it's not a sponsorship. We can make a couple pennies at a time if we give someone a code like DD214 Network or whatever, and they go in, they use a coupon code to buy a product, and we get like 30 cents. And and then if they like us enough, and if we make enough sales or whatever, we become sponsored. This is something that I'm starting to figure out now, and something that a mutual friend of ours was telling me about years ago, and I completely shut him down. And I know he doesn't watch the show, so fuck you, and thank you for the information, because now I'm fucking using it. It's mine now. But yeah, but we're gonna have some affiliation soon. I'm very excited for. We're gonna be, it's gonna be fun. It's gonna be fun. You're gonna hear Jay scream out. You remember the Rogue Energy sponsorship we had?
Yes, I do.
Yeah. So Jay's gonna be able to be his old self, and those Rogue Energy commercials were fucking hilarious too. But yeah, that's
we should
but
bring some of
Rogue
those-
Energy fucking sucked. Like, that's one of the worst companies to fucking have an
Dude, like,
affiliation with.
Yeah, dude, we need to bring back some, like, what we should do? We need to like go back into the archives and like pull some of those, because like I did not talk about using Rogue in the suggested manner that Rogue is supposed to be used.
He talked about
like,
snorting it. Like, he said in one episode that he was going to snort it. And then, like, I came to his house. When I went to Kansas City, I left him a whole bunch. I don't even think he drank it, but I know that stuff made my fucking heart pump, dude.
Well, remember
I
that
never
episode
tasted
where you were talking, John? We were talking about G Fuel one episode, and you were talking about how it fucking gave you heart palpitations. And I grabbed my fucking tub off my desk. This was when I was in the old place, and I just did 2 fucking dry scoops of that shit live on the fucking air. And John's over there looking like he's gonna fucking have a heart attack.
I was sweating, man.
It's like
I was so fucking hyper the rest of that fucking day after that episode.
dude,
Like, the
fuck it.
missus was like, "Can you just sit the fuck down?" And I'm like, "No, I gotta keep moving. I gotta keep moving."
It's like
accessories.
if we're talking about Rogue, I would rather take like fentanyl laced fucking cocaine than than drink Rogue. You know what I'm saying? Like, I mean, seriously. Like,
So, my problem with Rogue, because I had Rogue approach me before I came on this show for a sponsorship deal with my streams and stuff, when I was doing that regular enough to where companies were starting to recognize me. They sent me a whole bunch of their shit. I tried it. I like those gamer fuel type of like supplements. You mix your own shit for your caffeine, but Rogue was too fucking chalky. It had a very chalky taste to it, even after you mixed it.
It's been my understanding and my experience that when people try too hard to like put their shit out there, their shit usually sucks.
Yeah.
Their shit usually fucking sucks. Most stuff that is quality sells itself. It just sells eventually. I'm not saying overnight. I'm not saying it turns into a big fucking explosion and everybody's got to have one. Like, talking to you, Stanley Cups. Talking to you, Stanley Cups. It's not overnight. It's not overnight. It's not overnight. But anywho, the shit sells itself.
It's not a Stanley, don't worry.
I wouldn't care if it was.
I have a fucking.
I wouldn't care if it was.
But what you guys?
Well,
got?
I mean, I've got the old school fucking Stanley thermos. Like, it was my dad's back in the day, back when Stanley actually was
You
a
just bought
fucking
the
company
shit
that.
you bought the shit in a fucking sporting goods store in the camping section. You know what I mean? Like,
It
that's
was
like
it was
fucking-
like the working man's fucking thermos. It was
Thank
you
you.
brought it to
Thank
the
you.
work site with your fucking coffee in it.
because
and
it
was a
fucking worked.
thermos.
Because it worked. Because it fucking works.
As we
That's
keep cutting
it.
John off.
Sorry, John.
No,
Fuck you, John.
no. Hey, fuck you. Fuck you. What you guys?
His name is John C.
I don't know. Listen, John Cena's going to be in a movie called Ricky Stenicki. We're not affiliated, but goddamn, go watch that movie. It looks funny.
Ricky
what you guys got for the week? What you guys do?
I worked Friday and yesterday. Nothing crazy. Friday was at Arrowhead. Some friends and family members of the team and employees of the team flew out to Vegas, so I got to pull watch for the buses that picked up people to shuttle them to the airport, and that was really cool. And then yesterday I was at T-Mobile Arena downtown Kansas City it was a comedian. Yeah. It was a comedian. What was it Nate something? I don't remember this fucking guy's name. See, this is how I know I'm getting old. Like I can't even keep up on the names of people. Like I'd never heard of the guy, but apparently he's really famous because he did two shows. He did two shows yesterday at T-Mobile Arena, and he pulled, I think, like 12,000 the first one and 17,000 the second one. So Nate Bargatze, I think he's been on Saturday Night Live.
Who?
Nate Bargatze. And so I did that show yesterday at T-Mobile in downtown Kansas City. But like, other than that, like nothing special. Like this week has just been like getting ready to go back to the fucking Super Bowl, fucking daydreaming. You know what I mean? Daydreaming a lot. Just living the dream, you know, and just trying to do my best, you know, for everybody that I love. So yeah, like I didn't really do much this week other than put some hours in and try to get used to real life again.
Oh yeah. So, I mean, for me, it was work. Spent some money. I spend money fucking every week on shit. Actually spent money preparing for this fucking trip in May, coming up there to fucking KC. So I already got the plane tickets, got the hotel fucking booked, all that jazz. Fucking.
Did you figure out the hotel?
About it.
Did you figure?
Yeah.
Don't say it on air. Don't say it on air. But I want to hear about it later. Just want to hear about it later.
But then this week I ended up dropping fucking, what was it? Like fucking $3,000 on a fucking laptop.
Do you have an old laptop? Do you have an old laptop you can send to Jay?
No.
And cocaine accessories.
I ended up getting the 16-inch MacBook Pro with the M3 Max in it, John.
Oh my God.
And I upped the specs to where, fucking ridiculous. More like a travel setup. So that way, like if I'm traveling or something, even for work, I can carry a capture card in my Switch with me and still fucking stream video games and record fucking content and shit while I'm out traveling and stuff. Part of it, you know, me and the missus, we've been talking and we're going to start doing a lot more traveling here. Soon.
Highly encourage.
Just because we're at that point now where it's like, we don't have,
get out of your comfort zone. Go to a
we
different
don't have
place.
kids. I've been fucking everywhere across the continental US and overseas. The most she's been is South Carolina, Virginia, and Florida and Georgia and Tennessee.
Eastern
seaboard. The most she's fucking seen is the Eastern Seaboard where she grew up. So, you know, we're going to start traveling a lot and doing stuff like that. So I needed to get something reliable for, you know, content and stuff. So when we are doing these trips and stuff, I have something to still be able to boot up and jump on for the fucking episode on Sunday mornings if we're still out and traveling, things of that nature. I was really this close, John, though, to actually fucking just paying the extra and buying the fucking Vision Pro.
And you should have.
Why'd you bitch out?
Because I still, being a person that works in the IT field, I cannot justify $3,500 for a fucking VR headset.
Agree.
That's true.
Agree.
Like spending 3 bands on a fucking laptop, easily something I can do because I've got use cases for that equipment. For a VR headset, so what? I can put 3 fucking screens in front of my face and have him, 120 inches, it seems like. But no, until they drop the fucking price on that shit, I will not spend that kind of money.
Hey yo, Cardenas, these motherfuckers don't want to watch American Me, bro. Like they don't want to watch American Me. Like
so
they don't want to watch Blood In, Blood Out either. Like, well, John would love Blood In, Blood Out, but fucking like
yeah,
bro.
I mean yeah. I picked up the laptop. I've got 3 microphones and a portable fucking audio interface that all 3 mics can plug into. Coming, I know, John, you've got a bunch of fucking travel gear yourself.
Oh, you want to see my bag?
Oh, here we fucking go. No, here we fucking go.
This motherfucker pulls out a damn fucking duffel bag.
So this is an authentic 1995 exclusive Marlboro bag.
It's the fucking Marlboro duffel bag where if you bought so many fucking packs of cigarettes, you could cash your fucking points for that shit.
Yeah, so this one,
That's the bag. That's the bag somebody got for fucking getting cancer. Like,
yeah, my in-laws. So yeah, it's
He says that so fucking nonchalantly, like, yeah, my in-laws.
but look, it's got enough space for all my stuff in there. I got all my wires, all my microphones. The bag is important. Squillini, back me up here. If you don't have a bag, you're not being a man.
Well, I mean,
say it, goddammit.
For what me and you do, John.
It's not a purse. It's a satchel. It's a satchel.
For what me and you do, John, having a bag to transport our gear is important. Where Jay, he just shows up wherever the guys transporting the gear are to do work.
Because I'll fucking take what I need and just be gone. Thank you. Thank you guys for transporting all of your stuff so that I can take it and then I'll have what I need. Thank you. Thank you. The infantry thanks you. The infantry thanks you.
But yeah, no, I mean, I'm gearing up and getting shit ready because, like you, John, you've got all these fucking you've got Queen Sanchez Media, you've got all your shit going on. I've got my shit going on.
I want
more.
You
want all of it, John.
More
not
too.
more. Not more, John. You want all of it. The whole fucking solar system. We're going past the
both, John.
We're going past the 7th ring of Saturn, motherfucker. Like,
well, that's the thing. Like, both me and John are very fucking thirsty for more content, having more things to fucking do, fill time with.
Thirsty.
Thirsty. No, not on corporate fucking douchebags cocks. We're thirsty in a different way.
No.
Jay.
No. We carry bags that bring cancer. We carry bags that bring cancer.
No, John does this.
We do that. Thank you, Burn Pit, fellow Burn Pit survivor. Like, yeah, we do this. Like, because you and me are fucking dead, dude. Like, we're not dead right now, but we are so fucking dead, bro. We are we are so fucking dead. Like, oh, bro. Oh, we got this shit coming, bro. Coming.
So you speak of fucking cancer, and I've already talked about my week. I'm going to actually segue us into some events that happened this week.
Oh God, I didn't mean to fucking go dark. I apologize. What happened?
Which one are we getting out the way first?
Toby Keith.
Fuck.
May him and his red Solo cups forever live in our fucking memories.
Yeah.
So, being from the 9/11 generation, being part of that group, Toby Keith kind of, has solidified himself in fucking our generation of veterans' memories for years to fucking come. Whether it's courtesy of the Red, White, and Blue, American Soldier, any of his fucking songs. I've seen him many times live, both when I was overseas on tours, when he was doing USO tours and live shows for us over there.
I think it's really cool. it's really cool you've actually seen him. Like that's
fucking.
You got to see him when he was performing for the troops. That's actually really cool.
So I've seen him when he's performing for the troops. I've seen him stateside several times. Not a very big country. Like I like all genres of music.
I'm not gonna lie, I'm not a huge Toby Keith fan. Like he's got some songs that I like, but he definitely like put himself out there for the troops, and that's kind of like, well, yeah, like him.
I mean, there's some people that are talking about like him being the reason the Dixie Chicks fucking fell off the map and had to change their names to the Chicks and all that shit.
That's a whole. Yeah, that might be another segue, but like we'll talk about that one in a minute. But
the dude was definitely, he was for the troops, about the troops. He loved his country. Meeting him in person, so when he was doing those USO tours, he definitely
agreed.
Exactly, Cardenas.
Even
I will 100% agree with that. So,
even if I'm not, even if I'm not a fucking Toby Keith fan,
I will raise my glass. It might not be a red Solo cup. I actually wish I had picked up some red Solo cups for him yesterday because I planned on talking about it today. But this is for you, Toby. This is for the generations of troops that you inspired.
Who?
May you forever live long in our memories.
And just like your own song said, freaking whiskey for the men and beer for the horses.
Beer for the horses. So I just wanted to touch on Toby real quick, being
absolutely
what our podcast is about and for. Got to talk about a legend.
Yeah, and I definitely rest in peace. And I'm going to use this as a segue, John, so we can get it like right the fuck out of the way. Like you talking about Toby?
Because I have a roast when it gets too heated.
I appreciate that.
To break the ice, I have a roast. So
well. You mentioned something about the Dixie Chicks and that era, and there was a lot of political division at the time, and we've had some divisions as of late, and we don't like to get political here on this show, but some things are just a little bit too hard to ignore.
Yeah,
and I don't like segueing from the death of a person that clearly cared about a lot of people, had a lot of people care about him. You know what I mean? But I would like to. Did you guys get the? I sent a link in
the article that you shared.
Yes, and
well, do you
like we had that? But start with John. Why don't you start with what you were going to talk about?
So we all know what happened this week with good old Tucker Carlson. I actually now
you mean Tucker Carlson?
Yeah. Now I'm going to flat out honestly say, and this is not like, this is a genuine thing for him. Now I know a lot of people have their feelings on him about what he does and how he does things, and that's okay. Everyone's got their own opinions. As exciting as it was to see him actually interview Putin, there's I mean, I'm sure Jay's going to get into the negative things.
I'm just listening. I'm just listening. I don't know.
So I just want to put in a point of view about journalism, right? So from the 60s to the 80s, you had a bunch of reporters who were not afraid to get in the middle of shit, to get in the dirt and get the information that other people want. They want to hear the other side sometimes, right? Granted, all we got was a fucking history lesson about fucking Russia for 2 hours, but
God damn it.
I there was really nothing that was answered. And honestly, it was kind of a joke, to be honest with you. But for Tucker Carlson to be a journalist and whatever his motive was, I don't know what his motive was. Maybe someone could tell me what it was, whatever. And they do. And I just think it's super interesting that he went out of his way, and in some perspectives, I don't know. I still need to do my own research to kind of feel more on it. Some people would feel like it was un-American of him to do it. Yada yada. Yada
He's about Tucker Carlson is about to be sanctioned by the fucking European Union for holding that interview. Just throwing that fucking shit out there. Oh
yeah, and there are implications out there. Instead of just him going against, the.
It's not just him being anti-American or like whatever. Like the European Union is probably about to sanction him for fucking even holding that interview.
Yeah, like a lot of people. He pissed off a lot of people doing it, but.
He's kind of a piece of fucking shit, and he always has been.
I'm one of those people that he pissed off doing it.
Yeah.
Jon Stewart called his bullshit out, fucking like.
He did. Yeah, he did. But
look up the fucking YouTube. It's on YouTube. Look up the Crossfire episode. It was on Crossfire. That's an old fucking Fox News fucking show. They had Jon Stewart on, and Jon Stewart fucking schooled Cucker.
As he deserved.
Schooled Cucker. And that motherfucker's never worn a bow tie since. He's never worn a bow tie since.
And as
that fucking pussy, that fucking coward, has never worn a bow tie since.
And as deserved. And I was never a fan of him when he was over in Fox News. I was more of a fan of him when he left Fox News and he started doing better interviews, like with guys like Ice Cube. And and they were really good interviews, okay? And these are interviews that you probably wouldn't hear from anyone else, but it doesn't change the fact of the action that was made for him to go to cross into another country's line and to interview.
I wonder how much money he got.
That's what I'm curious about too. But yeah, I mean, that's just my perspective. I just think it's interesting, on a journalistic perspective. That
he's not a journalist. He argued.
That's right. He's not. He did argue.
Excuse me. Hold on. He won a court case where he was fucking sued. They won a court case. Fox News won a court case for Tucker Carlson. And how they won was the lawyers argued that no reasonable person would believe the stuff that came out of his fucking mouth. That is not a fucking journalist.
Okay,
that's not fucking journalism.
And you're
call it that. Don't fucking call it that.
All right, motherfucker, let me talk.
Fuck that. Fuck that.
Get it.
Don't call it what it's not.
I get it. He's not a journalist. You're right. And you're right. He did say that.
That's an affront to every actual journalist in the world. It's an affront to every journalist in the world.
So he's a conversationalist.
No, he's a fucking like
Jay, shut the fuck up.
Fucking fascist.
Bruh.
He's a fucking fascist, is what he is.
I see your perspective, okay? And just like Cardina says, it shows transparency. Even wasn't very informative, but it shows he shows no allegiance to anyone, not even the USA. I'm just pointing out the balls it took, because I'm not going to lie to you. Call me a traitor or whatever. I would have went out of my fucking way to get an interview with Putin myself, and that's just
No, you wouldn't. Fucking, he did it for fucking money.
Oh,
How much money would it take you to sell your country out? That's what I'm asking you. We used to have these conversations in the field.
Yeah.
We used to have these fucking dirty ass conversations in the field. Let me ask you a dirty ass question, John. How much money would it take you to sell your fucking country out?
Oh, no.
How much money would it take you?
Nothing. You can't buy.
Are you sure? You just said you'd fucking interview. You just said you'd fucking go out of your way to interview Putin. I'm just asking.
Hey, and that's completely fine. But I wouldn't betray my country for it. But I don't think it's wrong to.
He just did.
I know he did.
He just did.
But I don't think there is an issue with diving into other people's perspectives, even though we didn't get much perspective.
What perspective? They invaded Georgia. They invaded Georgia when Bush was in power. They invaded Crimea. When Obama was in power. Trump, they invaded no one. As soon as Biden took power, they invaded fucking Ukraine. What perspective? What perspective are you looking for?
There's always
that Russia
always
lies. That Russia lies,
and that's fine. And they could lie, and they could lie all they want. But the fact of the matter is, we should not be afraid to talk to even our enemies just to hear something.
No, disagree.
That was fine.
Because that was 2 hours of bull. It was 2.5 hours of bullshit. We didn't learn anything. Go ahead, Joe. Joe, please.
So I'm gonna play combat veteran advocate here. So John, you're doing journalism advocate. I'm doing combat vet advocate. Here's the thing: if Tucker Carlson had done this with fucking Bin Laden or Hussein,
thank you,
we'd have fucking hung Carlson right beside Bin Laden or Hussein.
Thank you.
Putin is a fucking war criminal. I understand proper journalism, which Carlson is not a proper fucking journalist. Never has been. They're providing some kind of insight into the mind. Like, yes, in cases, there were interviews with Bin Laden, there were interviews with Hussein before the war on terror even happened. However, right now, what we're dealing with Russia, the Ukraine, all of that shit, Carlson should have fucking kept his goddamn nose out of it and stayed away from the situation. Because in my honest opinion, if NATO was involved right now with the Ukraine situation, if the U.S. was involved with the Ukraine situation, Carlson would have been black booked from fucking coming back into this country after this bullshit.
Well, that's already close to that now.
And he fucking should be.
I hope so. Hope the fucking millions are worth it and have fun fucking living in Russia, dude. Fuck you. Like fuck all of them. You know what I mean? Like fuck anybody that like.
So like, here's my thing, and I'm gonna respond to Cardenas real quick here because he just said the interview is good in his opinion. Everyone always wants an interview with a bad guy. Correct. Everybody always wants to get that controversial interview. However, there is a time and a place for fucking set interviews.
Yep, this was
was not the time nor the fucking place to be doing this shit.
Can we pull up what our former president fucking just pulled up, like we just said yesterday? By the way, what we're about to pull up is from NPR, like National Public Radio. That's like one of the most unbiased. This is from the NPR. This actually happened yesterday. That's your former president right there saying he would not defend NATO allies, not defend our NATO allies from Russia if they're delinquent on payments.
That right there shows that he is a fucking businessman and he has no business being in politics.
Look right here, his definition.
I'm going to go ahead and just say it for everybody that might watch this episode later. In no way, shape, or form are we affiliated with any political party.
No, we are not. None of us
we are affiliated with our own personal fucking opinions and viewpoints.
Yes.
However,
100%.
Trump saying that is 100% a business person tactic. It's a corporate greed tactic.
Thank you.
It's pretty much stating if you're delinquent on your bills, fuck you, we're not helping.
And just like corporate greed, fucking like that type of fucking attitude, just like it tanked the gaming industry. Like if you want to see America tanked, dude, like, yeah,
that's the fucking attitude that'll tank it.
Keep fucking voting for that fucking cocksuck, dude. Yeah. That fucking cocksuck, dude.
And just to let you guys know, we all, we're three different guys. We have different perspectives. We have different views, but we all love each other. Just because we're looking at things in a different light doesn't mean that we're, completely against each other, because at the end of the day, we're still cracking jokes and talking to each other. We have different perspectives of things, and that's it.
John, you could punch me in the face, dude, and we're probably going to drink a beer the next day.
Same here.
That's the thing. Like,
it would not be the first time in my life that's happened.
As guys, we have a completely different friendship dynamic. We might go out, get shit-faced, get into a fight with each other. The next morning, we're going to be sitting there with a fucking bag of peas over our fucking blackened eyes, drinking a fucking beer together on the back porch, fucking laughing about it.
talking shit about why John just fucking interviewed Putin. Like, you motherfucker.
Well,
I
I'm
do
going to go
look-
ahead and say it.
I
I'm
do
going
a
to go
little
ahead
bit
and
more
say it,
black in your
John.
eyes on this
If
one.
you ever pull some shit like Carlson just did,
No.
I will personally deliver one of said 2 black eyes you're going to get. Because
Well,
I'm pretty sure Jay's going to give the other one.
now, because I want to lighten the mood and get into the roast real quick. But
Please.
I do
Fucking please.
I do want
Like,
to piggyback and say that I do absolutely agree. It was not the right time and it was not the right setting, and that's something that I didn't think about. And that's something, and you're absolutely right about that. And Cardina says, I mean, we all have these opinions, me included, but we're all real quick to be mad when we don't get paid work that's owed.
Yeah, I disagree with that comment, Cardenas. I love you very, very much. Also appreciate you watching like fairly religiously. Here's my argument to that. Who's getting paid for what? Because the money that's being held up in Congress right now for Ukraine, everything that goes to Ukraine actually makes more money for American industries. We are not giving them our fucking new shit. We're giving them old shit that is about to fucking expire and they need it right fucking now.
Yeah.
Which means we need to make new shit, which means our ammunition plants have to fucking make more shit, which fucking puts money in the pockets of American workers at American ammunition plants. Okay?
Right.
The only people that get paid in this war are Americans. When we give aid to Ukraine, for every dollar, we get 6 back. There's one fucking party in American politics that is holding up aid to Ukraine. One fucking party.
Mm-hmm.
Nobody on this show is saying both parties are fucking perfect or that we like one party over another. But I'm definitely going to fucking say it's really easy to fucking see. One party is holding this shit up because one party is standing behind a fucking asshole that fucking built his whole fucking shit on a lie. The only time the fucking presidential election has ever been contested is because of this asshole, and it was fucking less than fucking 3 years ago.
Yep. So
fuck that motherfucker. Fuck him and fuck all of his followers. Fuck all of his followers too. Like seriously.
All right, so
still following that guy? You still following that guy? He wants to pull out of NATO and do what Putin wants. Fuck him.
So let's lighten the mood.
Thank you.
We got some roast. Putin is curious about his future. He goes to see a fortune teller. She looks at her crystal dome and says, I see you in a big limousine, and there are thousands of people who are cheering with tears in their eyes and waving flags. How nice, says Putin. Do I wave back at them? She says, no, the coffin's closed.
That would be a nice day. That would be a nice day. I'd love to see him fucking strung up like Mussolini.
Oh, yeah. Next one is, Putin goes to a bar. He orders a drink and he asks the bartender, is Crimea ours? Bartender says, yes, it is. And the Donbass? Also ours. And the Kiev? Got that too. Satisfied, Putin drinks and asks, thanks. How much do I owe you? €5.
I don't get it. But Kiev, man, I would really love to go back about not quite 2 years. We got about 11 days. In 11 days is going to be the 2-year anniversary of the Ukrainian invasion from Russia. And correct me if I'm wrong, John, Kiev was never taken. How many days was it supposed to be? A 3-day operation, right? It was a 3-day operation? Yeah, 3 days is over 700 right now. 3 days is over 700 right now. Fuck Putin.
Mm-hmm.
Fuck Putin.
Yeah. All right. Next one.
Go.
Shit, that one's long. What will Vladimir Putin be remembered for? Turning the world's second most powerful military into the second most powerful military in Ukraine.
Thank you. Thank you. Yes, sir. Thank you, sir. May I have another? I like that one.
Next one. Why is Putin's approval rating in Russia only 80%? The other 20 of the country is temporarily missing.
Good.
Fuck any other country until we take care of our own.
Oh no, it's not fucking no. That's called isolationism. That's called isolationism. You know what?
Isolationism has been such a theme this week. I've been
let me tell you about it. There was a thing called the America First Committee, and it got really, really big in the late 1930s. You guys can look this shit up on Wikipedia. I'll send you a fucking link in a minute. Look up the America First Committee. They were pro-fascist. They thought the freaking Nazis were like good guys. They had over 800,000 members. Over 800,000 members in the late 1930s. Guess what happened on fucking December 7th? They were fucking dissolved because they were fucking wrong. If you're supporting fucking Russia over fucking the United States of America right now, you are wrong. If you're still listening to the bullshit coming out of Donald Trump's mouth right now, like, you guys picked the wrong horse. Tough shit.
Yeah.
You want to help the homeless and the vets? You want to help the homeless and the vets? Send fucking money to Ukraine. You get $6 back more.
This was supposed to be funny and lighthearted. What the hell happened?
Well, I don't want to hear about homeless and vets here in the fucking United States when fucking like people are dying right fucking now in Ukraine because of Russia. Because of Russia. The country that the three of us grew up on, that was like the number one enemy, and they're still the number one fucking enemy.
And they're all, I mean, the thing is, they're always going to be one of our number one enemies. There's nothing that's going to ever fucking change.
No, they're not. No, they're not. They just got their backs broken in fucking Ukraine. No, they're not. All they have is nuclear weapons. That's literally all they have. Like, fuck them. Like, fuck them. I'm not afraid to say it. I don't care. Fuck Russia. Fuck China too. Fuck North Korea. Fuck Iran. Okay, like I don't give a fuck. Like I ain't fucking scared. I live in the United States of goddamn America, dude. I'm not a fucking pussy. I was in the fucking infantry, dude. I'll fight every motherfucking one of them. I don't fucking care. They're bitches. And if we have a fucking bitch of a former president that fucking cozies up to him, fuck him too. Fuck him too.
To kind of segue from Ukraine and Russia real quick, though, because I don't think we've actually touched about it. How about fucking the Houthis in Yemen?
Fuck them too. Fuck them too. Fuck
we haven't actually talked about the bullshit they're fucking trying to pull.
Dude, they're all stupid. That's because they're backed up by Iran. And that was one of the countries I just named. Like,
but the thing is, like, they keep playing the fuck around and find out game with our fucking Navy and shit. And our Navy's fucking them up.
Hey, Cardenas, I got bad news for you, bro. We have the third most populous country in the world, right behind India and China. People die here every day. People are born here every day. All right? Us sending money to fucking Ukraine, okay, is not causing people to die here. So fuck off with that argument too. You can keep trying, dude. If you want to back up Russia, dude, keep backing up Russia.
Don't run off our fucking viewers. Come on.
Fucking have fun, dude. Have fun backing up Russia, dude. You're backing up fucking Russia. You are literally selling Russian points. Like, no, I'm not gonna fucking listen to that shit. Like us sending money to Ukraine is not killing anybody here in the United States. Thank you. So you're wrong. You're fucking wrong.
I'm gonna say, yes, right now we do need to help Ukraine. Jay has a fucking point. For every dollar we send Ukraine, of
$6 back.
Once all this shit's done, we're gonna get $6 back.
Thank you.
Right now, we do have fucking.
That up.
We have fucking ridiculous fucking numbers of suicide rates and shit here in the U.S.
Gee, I wonder why.
We have ridiculous homelessness rates.
Yeah, because we're letting corporations run amok. Yeah, no shit. Everybody's fucking miserable because they have to work fucking 2 jobs. They have to work 2 jobs, and attaining like middle class fucking like status is fucking impossible for millennials and fucking Generation X. No shit. Everybody's fucking miserable. No fucking way. How the fuck did that happen? Like, none of this shit is like we have all the information available for all this stuff. This is not rocket science. This has been coming since the fucking 80s, dude. This has been coming since the 80s. We're just the generation that's dealing with it. Like, Jesus Christ, dude. Like, when the fuck did everybody grow a fucking vagina? Like,
shut the fuck up.
I'm trying. For 1 second. Jesus Christ.
So, for me personally, the homelessness, the veteran suicide rates, things of those natures do hit fucking hard for any of us typical on this podcast. And yeah, food's fucking ridiculous. The prices are fucking ridiculous. I mean, I went grocery shopping yesterday. I fucking got for 2 meals. One meal didn't even call for fucking much. For 2 meals and, you know, just some lunch food for the week and breakfast items, it cost me $250 fucking dollars at the grocery store, and my cart wasn't even fucking full. I remember growing up going to the fucking grocery store with mom and dad, and we'd walk out with fucking 2 fucking buggies full of food for that much. However, homelessness and veteran suicide hits hard for all of us. You know, we all have lost someone to suicide. We've all, you know, obviously, I've been homeless before. I personally,
John's been homeless. John's been homeless.
John's been homeless. You know, we've got a good fucking basis of we've been through it. You know, I was homeless for a fucking year, and I've got a fucking master's degree in computer engineering, and I know how to fucking do all this shit with fucking computers, and I was out on the fucking streets for a year.
That sounds like you got fucking lied to by your fucking. That sounds like you got lied to by your fucking college recruiter. You know what I mean?
No, it has nothing to do with that. Part of that's just due to the fucking job market. A. B, the other part of it was, well, it was all due to the job market. However, you know, the thing is, I'm one of those people. So one of the things so there were 2 things that kind of helped me get back on my feet. A, my lovely fucking fiance, you know, we met while I was homeless. Within, you know, the first 6 months we moved in together. She gave me time to get back on my feet. It is what it is. The other thing was one of the people I knew from the church I was attending at the time. She started a ministry for the homeless in our community, to an outreach program, so to speak.
Oh, somebody actually reads the book. Somebody who actually reads the book. Wow.
Exactly.
What a concept. What a concept.
And with that, you know, she had just got a building. She needed somebody to be there, you know, 24/7 to help with, you know, running the food pantry, running the clothing closet, making sure operations were moving swiftly on a day-to-day basis. She offered me a place to fucking stay as long as I was available to run the fucking day-to-day operations for this outreach program that she had started. And now what I do is a percentage of each of my paychecks goes to that outreach program to help provide more resources for the other homeless and the other veterans in my community, to get them back on their feet like I got back on my feet because of that program.
What a concept.
We don't need to rely on fucking government money to help the homeless and the veterans. As a country, we need to band together and individually help in any way we possibly can to solve the problem, because the government is so fucking unreliable.
Community outreach.
Exactly. Community outreach is what's going to fix it. Because the government is so fucking unreliable, we can't rely on the fucking government to do shit to fix the fucking problem. The only people fixing the fucking problem are those of us with boots on the fucking ground.
It's your neighborhood. It's your neighborhood. Do you not like how it looks right now? Fucking help somebody out.
Do something to fucking be part of the change. Don't contribute to the fucking problem. That's all I've got to say on that, because that really fucking hits home to me when we say, you know, the government could be putting money here, the government could be putting money there. I'm sorry, the government is fucking going to do what the government wants to fucking do. They're a bunch of corporate cockbags. They're not going to fucking listen to any of us. They're going to do what they want to do. They're going to spend the money they want the way they want to. The only way to fix the fucking problem is to be part of the fucking change.
Say it again.
The only way to be part of the fucking solution is to not contribute to the problem, saying government is going to fix it if they stop putting money elsewhere. It's going to be being part of the fucking solution yourself and helping with these outreach programs, whether it's a, charitable contribution financially every month, or signing up to go out there and fucking pass out flyers on the street to the homeless and to the veterans to promote these fucking programs that other people have started. Because yes,
Joe,
I will be the first to say.
Give me 1 second. I got to say something. Cardenas, yes, there are communities that do. And if you can't find them, that's on you. There's plenty of communities out there that do plenty. Like, if you choose not to see them, you're burying your head in the sand. Like,
so, and that's the thing. Like, I've got buddies that live
there's
all
plenty
over
of communities that do all kinds of shit. If you can't
I've got
see them,
buddies that live all over the U.S.
You're fucking blind. You're fucking blind if you can't find communities that fucking outreach and fucking like actually do shit. You're fucking blind. If you
I've
can't
got a
see
buddy that had started a similar program to the one that helped me in Indiana. I've got buddies all over the fucking place that have started similar fucking outreach programs to help the veterans, help the fucking homeless, get them back on their feet. Whether it's providing them a way to get their fucking GED, say they never graduated high school.
Okay, so I have to step in on this because I didn't have, because we need to transition into football because I need to shut this down. I did not receive, my wife and I, we went through programs, but we did not we barely had any fucking help from anything or anyone because the resources were not there. And we were in New York City, coming back and forth from New York City and New Jersey. I had to literally nearly become a father and join the army in order to get myself out of the situation that I was in. And those resources were not present to me. And I don't know why they weren't present to me, but I had everything that I needed. My identifications, my paperwork, my criminal record's clean, but sometimes those resources are literally just not there. And I hate to say it, and I'm going to get a lot of pushback from this. There are companies that are very discriminate against the people that they help. That is a thing that happened. It happened to me. I'm not. It happened to me. But it does. That sometimes these programs and all these resources, they don't do anything.
Real quick,
John, I'm gonna back that statement real quick.
Real quick. For Cardenas, you're not wrong. America is very selfish right now. That's our job. That's our job coming up on middle age for you. Me and John and Joe are already in middle age. Okay? That's our job to teach our fucking kids better. If America's very selfish right now, that's because the last 2 generations have been fucking selfish assholes. Okay? That's it. Teach your fucking kids better. That's it. There's an easy fucking solution to that. Teach them fucking history. Teach them not to fucking follow assholes. Teach them fucking better. That's fucking it. It's that easy. It's that fucking easy. And don't follow fascists. And don't follow fucking fascists. It's that easy.
And
it's really easy.
That's the thing. So I'm going to piggyback on what you said, John, real quick here before we segue to the last segment before, the last segment. I was in those. I was there too. You know this. Me and you have talked about it. I was laid off from a fucking great paying job. Thank God for good money choices. Able to keep fucking roof over my head for a year and a half afterwards. And then finally became homeless. Before I became homeless, when it was coming up to the point of, okay, I've only got enough to pay my electric bill and my internet. I can't cover my rent. I reached out to these government programs. The problem is these government programs look for people of minority and women. They don't, when you're a single white male, they don't give two shits about you.
I'm going to stop
and that's the part of the problem lies.
Stop you right there because John had both of those and he got fucking denied too.
Yeah.
John had both of those and he got denied too.
Yes, John had both of those. Granted, for the most, but that's because here's the thing though. That's because he had the family dynamic. If you have to be a white, a female with kids to get fucking assistance in most of these programs.
That's not necessarily true too, because I literally witnessed. I was sleeping in the parks with my wife, and I were sleeping in the parks with pregnant women, sitting there with blankets and shit.
I was gonna say I'm gonna have to freaking like kibosh this part because I'll tell you right now.
Yeah,
we're missing the point. We're missing the point right here.
So that might just be a Southern states thing.
The fucking point is, okay.
Be part of the change. Don't be part of the problem.
Thank you, Joe. Joe, I love you.
I was getting
God
there.
Damn it, Jay. God damn it, Joe. Be part of the change. The change. Do something.
That's all there is to say on this.
Something.
Now we're going to segue into our next segment. John.
Do something.
Fucking football right there. None of that pansy-ass, dick-tugging...
There you go. It's football time. It's actually, so what Super Bowl is it?
58. It is number 58. Yeah. Just like the title. It's Super Bowl 58.
5 hours exactly from fucking kickoff.
5 hours exactly from Super Bowl.
5 hours and 2 minutes away from Super Bowl 58. The fucking San Francisco 49ers versus the Kansas City Chiefs. Or, as those of us that are diehard against fucking them constantly showing Taylor Swift, we're calling it the Swifty Bowl because we have a feeling that's what's going to happen.
Fucking love it. I'm drinking tears right now. I'm drinking tears right now. Like, just
I'm not going to say I'm against Taylor Swift. So here's a little known fact.
She's going to get slimed, apparently.
So, if I'm correct, so I'm only 7 months older than Taylor Swift.
Really?
She was born December of 1989.
Yep.
I was born in May of 89.
There you go. You fucking young ass motherfucker.
Go fuck yourself, Jay. You old fucking dumbass.
Fuck you, Cardenas. You motherfucker. Like, let me tell you something. Just because I saw all of them doesn't mean I was Jay Campbell the whole time, okay? Just because I saw all of them doesn't mean I was Jay Campbell the whole time. You go fuck yourself.
Due to legal restrictions and whatnot, Jay had to change his name at one point in his life. So, at least 1 through 20, his name was different. He's only been Jay Campbell from Super Bowl 20 till now.
Right. Tell yourself whatever you want. That's awesome.
We can't fully disclose the entire information. However, witness protection's involved in there somewhere.
Don't talk about that. I fucking love it. Let's talk about the Swifty Bowl. The Swifty Bowl. Like, let's talk about it.
So, I mean, I'm gonna go with your. We were talking about this beforehand, Jay, and I honestly feel if the Niners come out and play like they did in their last 2 playoffs games,
it's going to be a bad day.
The Lions and the fucking Green Bay games.
Packers,
they didn't do shit during the first half.
That would not make for a good Super Bowl.
Unfortunately, we're going to have another Chiefs fucking Super Bowl win.
Oh, now, if the Niners, it's going to be unfortunately for like the entire country, and like it won't be fun to watch. It's just going to be another.
Now, if the Niners somehow over the last 2 weeks have pulled their heads out of their fucking asses long enough to look at where they fucked up in those last 2 playoff games,
bro,
we might have a good fucking game.
I would like to see a good game. As a Chiefs fan, I would like to see a good game. I want
to see it back and forth. I want to see one of those where it's coming down to the last fucking 2 minutes. Whoever has that last possession is going to be the one that wins. I don't want to see none of this shit where, teams fucking 35 fucking points ahead of the other team, and we've got 3 minutes left on the fucking clock games.
Dude, if we hang 35 points in the first half, like they let the Lions do, like I'm going to watch probably like the first 3 minutes of the fucking third quarter, and I'm going to go home. like straight up, like because it's like if they don't start mounting like a fucking like comeback, like oh by the way, this is also vice versa for the Chiefs. So if the Niners come out and start destroying the Chiefs, you know what I mean? Like, and it's like a few minutes into the third quarter and it's obvious like nothing's changing. I want to remind everybody as a Chiefs fan and as a person who lives in Kansas City, I have not forgotten when the Bucs beat us. Okay, like that was a bad game. That was just a bad game. You know what I mean?
Oh, you're talking about the last Brady Bowl?
Yeah, and I mean, you talk about the Chiefs like just not showing up, showing up, and that was not a fun Super Bowl to watch. And I'm not saying that as a Chiefs fan because I wanted the Chiefs to win. I'm saying it wasn't fun to watch because the outcome was obvious very early on, like very early on. The outcome was just obvious. So if the Niners come out and their dicks are fucking limp, dude, like they're gonna have a fucking bad night, and they are not going home with any fucking hardware. Like, do not let the fucking Chiefs, do not let the Chiefs come out and fucking hurt you in the first half. You will not survive the second. Mm-hmm. It will not happen. Like, I'm just saying. I didn't think the Chiefs were gonna fuck. I thought the Chiefs were gonna. I thought the Chiefs were gonna go out in the wild card round this year. And then what they started showing when we got to the playoff rounds, God damn it.
Championship fucking football.
God fucking damn it, Chiefs. You're fucking you're playing with my heart. It's like my heart. You're playing with it. It hurts. You make my heart hurt. Like, I went through the whole season, like, thinking that, like, we're winning in spite of ourselves. We're playing shitty football, and we're barely pulling off, like, some of these victories.
Bruh.
And then we get to the playoffs, and you guys look so fucking beautiful. Do not let that beautiful team hang points on you in the first fucking half. Don't do it. Don't do it.
Now, outside of the game, the one thing I am hoping for is that with the actual fucking halftime show. So if we go back 2 years to the Dre, Snoop, Eminem fucking halftime show, remember how shitty that fucking audio was when it was live on the air?
Vaguely. I was probably drinking.
Well, I mean, I was drinking too. Like, I was probably by the halftime show 3 sheets to the fucking wind.
I remember everybody talking shit about like 50 Cent hanging upside down, and I was like, motherfuckers, you wish you looked that good when you were fucking 50 years old. Motherfuckers, you wish you looked that good when you're 50 years old.
I actually, that was probably my favorite part of it, was them bringing 50 out. And I had a feeling because it was M, Snoop, and Dre, that 50 was going to make an appearance in some way, shape, or form, because M fucking is the one that discovered fucking 50 and signed 50 and, you know, whatnot.
And Dre discovered him, and the list goes on.
And
the list goes on.
I mean,
I'm hoping with it being Usher that the Super Bowl isn't a fucking total, the halftime show's not a total disaster. We've had some really shitty fucking halftime shows.
Didn't you say Drake?
Did you guys hear about that?
I'm kidding. Don't keep talking about football.
Did you guys hear about that?
Yeah, we're not segueing into the fucking Drake thing. We'll save that for next week at this point. Granted.
More recent.
Granted, you know, stay tuned next week if you want to see the leaked Drake tape. Just kidding. We're not showing that live on the air. I saw John's fucking damn heart drop into his fucking chest.
Yeah, you could catch us on Rumble. We're fucked. So I have. So do you guys have any predictions on score today? Did I ask you this already?
I'm not going to go prediction on score because until we make it through the first half, it's going to be really hard to tell. Okay, so if I'm looking at it from the way the fucking Niners have played their last 2 playoff games, if they come out and do the same shit during the first half, we're going to go into the second half. We're going to go into the halftime show. It's going to be between 25 to 30 to maybe 7 at the fucking half.
It's gonna be a Chiefs victory. Like, I guarantee you, whatever the 49ers did in the season, they're not doing in the playoffs right now. And they need to bring that shit back, because do not do that against Mahomes right now. Just fucking don't. Just fucking don't. You guys lost against us 4 years ago. Do not come out with fucking limp dicks against fucking Patrick Mahomes and the Chiefs right now. Because, like, we look like shit. We look like fucking dog shit all season. We lost to the fucking Raiders on Christmas. I took my daughters on Christmas Day to watch the Chiefs. Bruh.
Fucking embarrassing!
It was. Like that Christmas Day game against the Raiders was fucking embarrassing. It really, really fucking was.
I'm going home.
But
and then playoff Chiefs fucking came out, and holy fucking shit. Do not come out with a limp dick against the Chiefs in the first half. Don't fucking do it.
Exactly. And that's going to be the real determining factor into today's game, is how the Niners come out. Do they come out limp dick mode like they have the last 2 fucking games?
Don't do it.
Or do they come out with the fucking mission of knocking the fucking Chiefs off their pedestal?
Thank you. And as a Chiefs fan, like, shit, man, like, lifelong, long suffering.
Oh, I know Jay's fucking hoping and praying the Niners come out with a limp dick.
Like, well, it's like, I of course I want my team to win. Of course I want my team to fucking win. I honestly don't care. I remember the fucking bad days. I remember the starving times. I remember just wishing we would make it to the AFC Championship. Just wishing we would make it to the AFC Championship. Not even to the Super Bowl. Just to have a taste of this game. We might go to the Super Bowl if we win. I remember wishing for that. Like, we're in the Super Bowl. We're playing in Las Vegas on the Raiders fucking field before the Raiders have ever fucking played a playoff game there.
Yeah.
That's ownership. That's ownership right there. Like, we own that fucking stadium right now. That's Arrowhead West right now. And, like, first off, fuck the Raiders. Second off, like, Niners, if you want to win, don't come out soft. But I got bad news for you. We got fucking Mahomes. I also predict a Chiefs victory, John. I predict a Chiefs victory. I don't have a score for you.
Yeah.
But I predicted Chiefs victory. Because the Niners,
I've never won to
the Niners
do
have
a
been
scoring bet.
For a team that made it to the Super Bowl, the Niners have been sounding really soft and sad lately. And the Chiefs, well, I can promise you, like, there's a lot of fucking hard cocks in Kansas City right now. And they're getting ready to fuck a lot of San Francisco pussy.
Well,
so,
I know there's 3 things in this world: God, weed, and football.
Thank you. Fucking thank you, John.
And God's still somewhat questionable.
Jesus Christ. I fucking love that shit, John. Thank you. Thank you.
Going into the typical Super Bowl Sunday, we're getting ready for, parties and going out and hanging out and, just having a good fucking time this evening. First, definitely want to promote no drinking and driving. If you do go out somewhere and you have drinks with the guys or your friend group or whatnot, use a ride share, use some form of public transportation to get yourself from point A to point B. Don't go be in one of these dumbasses that drinks a shit ton and then tries to get behind the wheel of a car. We definitely don't want anybody, especially none of our viewers and listeners, to be a statistic come tomorrow morning due to those types of incidents. Now,
a lot of people drive today too.
Now, with that being said, You know, there's a lot going on in this country. You know, we've talked about a good chunk of fucking bullshit that's happened this past week within the within the country, with amongst the American people, amongst people that are American citizens. We've talked about, you know, homelessness, veteran suicide. We talk about suicide and not being one of the statistics on a fucking weekly basis. So if you're feeling down and out, reach out. You can always text or call *988 or dial 1-800-273-8255. That's 1-800-273-8255 or 1-800-273-TALK to reach out for somebody to be an ear. If you're feeling like you're at the end of your ropes. If you don't want to reach out to a stranger, reach out to a battle buddy, reach out to a friend, you know, call, text, be that person that actually reaches out for assistance when you know you need the assistance. There's no, you know, as guys, we're very prideful. We don't want to put our emotions out there much. However, you know, we need that help too. As veterans as a whole, whether male, female, indifferent, whatever you might consider yourself, reach out for help if you need it. If you don't have anybody to reach out to, or you're not in those positions to feel down, or you're not, you know, feeling the weight of the world on your shoulders, reach out to somebody you haven't talked to in a while, whether it's a text message, a phone call. That might be the one thing that saves a life this week, because you never know what those people you haven't communicated with in a long time are feeling, what they're going through. And be part of the solution, not part of the problem, because in this country right now, a lot of people are more worried about what the problem is and not how to fix the problem. So we just employ we empower everybody to reach out in some way, shape, or form, whether it's for assistance or to be that assistance to somebody. Me, Jay, John, we're available via Discord to reach out, or even Facebook Messenger to reach out if you want. If you don't want to talk to somebody you know and you just need an ear, you want to talk to a stranger, but you're not comfortable contacting the hotline that we provide. Now, none of the three of us are trained mental health professionals, but we definitely will let you vent and give you that ear that you need. So let's just go into this next week with strong mind and body and soul. Provide assistance, be assistance, and everybody have a good week. And we will see everybody in 168.
Dude, that was actually beautifully said, actually. Yeah, you almost had me crying. We love you guys. We'll see you next week.
Yes, we will. Go Chiefs! Go Chiefs!